I took my little red Corvette out a long way away from home to meet up with another YouTuber, somebody who you might be familiar with. He's also here in Texas. So I went to visit him and look at his 300ZX and let him give us a video. Here we go. Hey, hello, how are you? Welcome to Road Odyssey. I am Bert, and I really do hope you're having a fantastic day. And this video is a much different flavor for moi. So, I've done a few videos with Kurt Winters, of whom has his own YouTube channel, and I will put the link in the description below for his channel. Now, went out to his place and drove around his yellow 90s Corvette. That was fun. And we talked a little bit about his 300ZX. And so I said, hey, give me some type of video that I can put on my channel for the 300ZX. And so that's what we did. And I really hope you enjoy this. I hope you give the thumbs up and that you subscribe down below. Meanwhile, let's get into the video. Kurt Winters.
Owning this car since 2017, I'm able to kind of take advantage of how to have that back end slide out a little bit. And like Jay Leno said, I like rear-wheel drive cars because that back end comes out and you get a little woo in your tummy.
Yes, Mr. Kurt Winters is rather outgoing and he loves cars. Hence, he has his own YouTube channel. He has some very good car reviews and 3 for my C8, of which they may appear negative. Please, they are all made in the spirit of fun. So, I wanted to do some reviews of his cars, and first up is his 300ZX. Kurt has had this car since 2017, so let's see what he has to say about this magnificent machine with a cram-packed engine up front.
I'm here to tell you 3 reasons not to buy a Nissan 300ZX Z32. Okay, reason number uno, which is Spanish for number uno. You're not going to find the right 300ZX Z32. It's not going to happen. You're going to go cheap. You're going to find a car for $4,000 or $5,000, ran when parked, needs a little bit of work. It's been sitting for a long time, and the owner hasn't been driving it because these cars are relatively finicky for a Nissan. Now, they have what's called an interference motor. We're going to get to that in a second. That's reason number 2. But you're not going to find the right Z32. And when you do, it's going to turn into a money pit because no one knows how to work on them. People who do work on them F them up. And the third reason is nobody knows what they are. They're not on the road. And again, that's what I'm saying. You don't see them on the road because they're all sitting in people's garages broken. So reason number 1 not to buy a Z32 is you are not going to find the right one. Now, you may find a good one, but when you do decide to pull that trigger on that Nissan 300ZX, make sure you bought a car that is ran regularly. And you also want to find an owner that's knowledgeable, has done tasteful upgrades to the car, and can tell you when the last time the timing belt was changed. And that takes us to point number 2. First of all, let's look at this motor. Okay? Now, based on my intensive research, they designed this motor and then realized, oh shit, we got to wrap a car around it. And what do I mean by that? You have to have tiny hobbit hands to get anywhere in this car. This engine is packed in tighter than you after an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. I mean, it is just brimming with wires and vacuum lines and 25-year-old rubber that loves to go. You don't want to buy a Z32 because, like I was saying before, no one knows how to work on this engine. And when they usually work on it, it's worse than when you gave it to them. So don't buy a Z32. The engine is way too complicated. This engine design was very popular in the 90s. It's called an interference motor. So Kurt, what do you mean by interference motor? If you're driving and that timing belt snaps and you're at high revs, you're going to destroy the whole front half of your engine. $5,000 or $10,000 worth of damage you can easily do to this engine if you don't change this timing belt. Okay, so that brings us to reason number 3 of why you absolutely do not need to buy a 300ZX, and that's its handling characteristics. So you're telling me, Kurt, this is a 90s car. It should handle great. You should be able to turn into the apex. Well, that's not really the issue. The steering input's good. It's a little numb, like most 90s cars are. But what you have to remember is this car has no stability control. It has no traction control. It has no nannies. You go around a corner, even with brand new sticky Pirellis, and you barely punch it, your ass end will come out. And if you're in inclement weather, if you're pushing the car to its limits, and if you're not careful when you're turning, this back end will completely come out on you. So that's reason number 3 not to buy a Nissan 300ZX. Again, I want to thank you for watching. Make sure you sub to Road Odyssey, Burke's channel.
Thank you very much, Kurt Winters. And to all of y'all, I apologize for this being so choppy. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate every single one of y'all. And please give that thumbs up and subscribe down below. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thanks to all of you who have subscribed already. Now again, this is Kurt Winters. He has his own YouTube channel. I should have the link in the description below. Check that out. You will see a few of my C8 Corvette videos out there. And that is really pretty much it for this. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. And so relax, take it easy, and I will see you later. Bye.